of the Spirit that covered me mentally and physically. They kept me so I wouldn't let go.
I still have that loneliness in my system, but when I think about it, I am not alone. As long as I still have my higher power inside, I should never think that I am alone again.
In the process of being transformed, one of the biggest challenges I encountered was fear. Fearing the unknown, fearing success, fearing failure, fearing people, even the fear of being rejected. That's not my story today. I am facing my fears by trusting God for the unknown, having faith in Him and His Word, trusting in things I cannot see and doing it afraid, leaving the outcome to Him.
It's a new life, and I never saw it coming.
If I could go back, I would. However, I'm grateful for this experience. It has taught me a lot. Growing up was hard, but I enjoy where I am today. And without what has happened, I wouldn't be here now. I understand addiction now, and I am more passionate towards addicts.
I have a precious baby boy named Roger Jr. He's a gift from God. Roger Jr. came from me, but through God.
My new inner voice says, don't worry, God got your back. Just keep doing what you're doing and be faithful in prayer and believe. You're not the old person you used to be. Don't allow people to discourage you into thinking you can't succeed.
My new journey looks very promising. I'm keeping my recovery up front and first. So as long as I don't keep God first and let His will be done in my life, it will only get better.
In and of myself, I could do nothing. I'm where I'm at in my process on my journey because of the God that I serve. The day that I surrendered my life to Jesus, my roots took on new soil.
The thing that I look forward to is walking across the stage to receive my diploma and knowing that my family is there with full support.
I would like to find my biological brothers.
Tracy wants to step up and out. That little me that used to dream of being and doing something in life, her family come true. All of the positive people with their encouraging words of wisdom just made me dig deep within myself.
I would like to start my own cleaning service. Cleaning is one of my passions. Another one of my passions is working with children.
I've got lots of plans. I want to go bungee jumping. I want to go skydiving because I used to be afraid of heights. I want to go to Big Sur in California and see the redwoods. I've been out there before, but I want to experience it sober. I want to see Yosemite and the Grand Canyon. I want to climb a mountain. I want to go to Sturgis, the bike rally in South Dakota. I've never been. I want to get a Harley, get that sense of freedom.
In my new journey, Grace House is giving me a chance to go ahead and advance culinary arts. And when I do find a degree, I can get a job, move up to bigger and better places. I will be able to help hospitals and nursing homes by cooking good food for the people.
Today I had an interview with Skinner Construction Company. Their apprenticeship program seems awesome to me. I will be doing demolition and cleaning up. Things I learned in building and weatherization class. I have certification in building maintenance and think it's important to make the world more energy efficient. I would like to be a weatherization technician, and for that I need my high school diploma, and for that I got it.
My new journey looks very solid. Grace House is giving me the backbone I need. I don't have to worry about light bills, groceries. I can focus on me, on the correction of old mistakes, kind of like a mother's hug after you fall down.
I like to go to work and be around all those people, and not everybody knows that I was a felon, an addict, and I went to prison 4 times. They don't need to know that. They know I'm good at my job. You can be your own self. They look up to me and they call me T, which means Auntie in Spanish. It gives me hope.
It gives me hope. At one point in my life, I didn't love or like myself. I felt ugly and inadequate. My big sister Michelle would tell me day in and homework assignments. My first homework assignment was to make up affirmations and say them until I believe them. Today I like my individuality. Natural beauty is what is on the inside of me. So I've just gone all the way natural. I don't put chemicals in my hair or weave because it takes away from my natural beauty. I like my tight curls. I've learned to embrace my hair. It's just like watering a plant. A plant needs water and sunlight and maintenance. I don't wear makeup, just lip gloss. I love my dark chocolate skin and my curviness. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am vivacious and unique in my own ways.
I am a designer's masterpiece. I rise.
By opening it up to the audience and asking what are some particular moments, some lines, some images, something that resonated with you, something that you're going to be thinking about when you're walking home tonight or driving home.
I was trying to fix the outside and I ignored the inside.
And before we get into the big discussion, I just want to take a second to recognize Mimi. One of the authors of the piece tonight, Pam, was called into work unexpectedly, so she couldn't be here. And so Mimi Reininger is a Northwestern freshman, and she jumped in today. She read the script for the first time and did such a beautiful job sharing Pam's story. I just wanted to thank you. So let's go back to what are some other images, some other lines, some other moments that resonated with you. They don't have to be specific moments, but things that you're going to walk away thinking about.
Some of the moments when the actors were addressing each other, particularly when Mimi was talking, was asking about trying to get a job and wanting to do something in psychology, and she was being redirected towards beauty school. And a lot of these times when people looked across the way to each other or changed their characters and were addressing each other, was a stick out.
Some of the sense memories, like the inside of that closet and the kitchen.
I love that story that you tell about it.
That was a beautiful time.
I think what you just said about the affirmations, your sister would give you homework to give yourself affirmations, that really resonated with me because my sister would give me actual homework to do, not necessarily affirmations, but I thought that was like really beautiful when you see that.
Well, at that time in my life, I was really going through a lot of different changes and stuff. And when I was in high school, I would always try to like fit in with the crowd. And so today, I realized that I can have my individuality and I can wear my hair the way that I want to wear it. And so that was also big to me.
When there was a lot of, I don't know your name, but the beautiful lady sitting next to Mimi when she said I was raped, and then I couldn't see how many ladies actually responded back to that, but there was just such a strong vocal presence. And from that moment on, I literally couldn't stop crying. I literally sat here and every word just made me more tearful. But that, I don't even know how to speak to that. Other than you guys are beautifully strong and wonderful women, and to hear so many of you guys just resonate with that one thing and to not even think about it.
Can I say something? Yeah. My sister is here. And right there. I love her so much. I remember as a kid, I used to come home from school and teach her everything that I learned at school. I would make her and my brother sit down. Sit down. Because I wanted them to be smart. And my sister has a master's and she's smart. So I would make her sit down. I would teach them everything that I learned at school. They wanted to put her in first grade. They skipped her up because she was so far advanced in school, because I would come home and make her sit down and teach them what I learned. And I'm really proud of her. She just don't know how much I love it. I love it.
Yeah. The innocent flashbacks to your childhood memories, especially with Lisa when she was talking about the hide and seek moment, and Toya when she was talking about the pink paradise, her imagination. It just lets everybody know that we have to acknowledge that we have the privilege that our innocence was not taken away from us when we were kids.
I want to open up to questions. If you guys have questions, or if the ensemble has any questions for the audience. Yeah.
Can't hear you. I said, I didn't know if he could speak to this, but maybe one of them can. Was Pam ever able to pursue psychology?
Maybe repeat the questions.
Yeah, so Cora just asked, was Pam able to pursue psychology? Lisa, do you want to speak to that? It looks like you have.
Pam still wants to be a psychologist, and there's a very good chance that you may see her in the forum one day. She has great potential for being a helper. She has a lot of insight. As her and I was doing the script, and I started to be her counselor, it was really intense when we first ran through the script, and then the way she interacts with some of the ladies that are there at the house now. There's a good chance that you may see Dr. Pam one day.
Well, I just think it was fabulous, but one of the things that I noticed, that I'm wondering if it stood out as much as it stands out to Nancy and me, is how much everybody has accomplished in the I Rise portion. You know, when I think about what people are doing now, when I think about Sandra's determination to go to college and go into addiction services, and I think about Lisa with her job at Rush Hospital, and Tracy with her certification in the weatherization program, and her determination to be in green building and construction, and Toya already working. I mean, we have women at Grace House, and we also have alumni from Grace House participating in this performance, and on the way in terms of that upward progress, and Allison with that degree, and it just kind of fills Nancy and me, I think, with such admiration. And when we hear the contrast between the stories that people tell, what they have to go through, and then we see what the accomplishments are now, it's the image that stays in my mind.
I just wanted to add, whatever, anguish and
mistakes and troubles that you had in your past. Right here tonight, the women you are amazing. Look where you are now. And the fact that you put that behind you and you're soaring. You're so comfortable with yourself that you can kind of bare your souls in front of strangers. I'm not sure that I could do that.
Or poor Bonnie, who's only been in Grace House 2 weeks. And we she doesn't even know Chicago yet. And they're after out here in Northwestern to perform in front of.
Just wonder if you could help to illuminate the process a little bit more. Basically, who's Suzette and Shawnee and Tammy and Marquita? These other voices, I don't know where they came from.
Yeah. So do you guys want to deal with that question?
Yes, I also read part of my best friend Elena. She's also an individual who I totally look up to. Also have given me encouraging words of wisdom to continue on. Always tells me, quote unquote, there's nothing that you cannot do. I mean, she hung in there with me when I was going through my testing, you know, my weaponization class, you know. I'm more determined than anything in my life. I know what I used to be and what I went through, and I know today I don't have to do it anymore. I got some acceptance within my life about me. Today I love me. And that is just, you know, the start to say, here I am, forgive me, so I am.
And Helena's not here because she's working
Yeah, she's working on it.
at Italy.
Yeah, she works at Italy.
So, Matt, there's actually a lot of women. The women that you heard, like the writing that you heard tonight, was not only the performers who are here, but other women who have come through Grace House, who maybe they weren't able to perform tonight, or they weren't comfortable performing in front of an audience, or they felt more comfortable having someone else tell their story for them. So the way that we sort of picked that is if someone felt like they had a friend or one of the other stories of Grace House resonated with their own, then they would read that part.
I'm Dr. Kamau, I work at the Women's Center. I think what it's hard for me to speak because I'm feeling teary. But I think it's in listening to each individual voice, individually and together. I was just feeling, I know that there are many women who have gone through some of the same things that you've gone through. I mean, and then I was sitting here thinking, it's so hopeful, that you represent what is possible. You represent you that going through the challenges that you've gone through and you're going through. You represent that it is possible in time. And, you know, I was feeling like, okay, Jokey, what excuses do you have? I liked over there. What's your name? Sandra. When you talked about facing fear and not letting fear stop. Facing fear. Facing fear. I have an accent, I'm from Kenya. So, but just really the courage, the strength, the brilliance, smart, and the hope. That's what I see. And I'm sure many other people in the so thank you.
Really extraordinary. How did you decide individually, each of you, what to tell about yourself? Yeah.
Well, we're in a writing group with Penny.
Yeah.
And Nancy. And each one of us, every week we would write stories about things that happened, whatever we wanted to write about that happened to us in our past, and they took pieces of each one of our stories and wrote it into this script. So it wasn't that we specifically picked out certain things. Whatever it was we wanted to write about, and they just put it all into this script.
it kind of like came from a topic. They gave us a topic, and then we kind of like brought our stories
To that topic.
you know, our life, our experience in that topic, and the truth to the paper. That's how it came to life. Yeah.
So everything that was written, everything that was written into this script is true.
True story. Real life.
Yeah, I did want to say something. I was sitting back thinking, I've been in 3 or 4 of those writing classes. And I think the one that I really stand out to me is they would give us these little topics, like we'll start off with where you're from. I think I wrote, I'm from fried chicken, you know, fried chicken on a Sunday, but, you know, Sunday fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, double Dutch, you know, and it started out like that, and the different topics took us to different places. And I can't quite remember what this topic was about, these writings that I have in here, but this is the place that it took me to. It took me to a fun time, but it also took me to a time that I wasn't even aware that it had such an impact, a negative impact on my life, because I always laughed at it, you know. And so the writing class became therapeutic, and some healing started, and some boogaboos became uncovered. It was very therapeutic. It was very intense. Just real simple subjects. It was supposed to be a fun writing class. And yeah, because, you know, quite a few women in quite a few of the classes, it unlocked something. And I remember thinking, I'm very sure at the time it kind of shook Jenny up that one time where, like, oh, are we going to be able to close this, you know, because once something is open, it's such a vulnerable time in your life, you know, and then of course we had the staff of Grace House there that are totally competent and equipped to handle these situations.